So this here is Roundham Gardens. It's situated just the other side of Paignton Harbour. It's part of the coastal walk that you can walk all the way to Brixham. The main benefit of this place is you have an amazing view of Paignton, Preston, Torquay, but more importantly a great view of the air show. It's not as popular here as it is on Paignton Beach, so if you've got kids that are a bit nervous, this is the place to come. When you come a little bit further up the hill, you'll see that you have an elevated position now to see the air show, but also these pine trees here offer quite a bit of shade down there, so if it's a really hot sunny day you can just sit in the shade watching the air show, and it's really nice. If you've got kids that don't like big crowds, again this is a really good spot to be. It'll still be busy, but it'll be mostly busy around the edges and not up here, so this is a really good spot. Probably my top place to watch the air show if you don't fancy being in with all the crowds. One of the most popular spots for a lot of the photographers is this spot just here on this roof, but what most people don't realise, unless you've actually been here before, is there's also quite a lot of grass and things there that you can jump over the wall, sit on there, and from there you've got an amazing view of the air show. Really good. So if you want to photograph the air show, I suggest just walking along here. Camping here, you're going to have to get here early, it will be really busy, but just over here, look at that, you've got all this grass down there. Just sit there, sit your camera up, there's the air show, job done. Highly recommend this spot, it's really nice. That's all part of Roundham Gardens. Isn't it lovely? So we're now at Paignton Beach. This is the beach that will have thousands and thousands of people here. It will just be absolute chaos. One of the things to be mindful of during the air show is tide times. So a great example is this year's 2024. During the air show, high tide is as the air show starts, so there will be very little beach here. If you think you're going to be coming here, setting up on the beach with the kids, bucket and spades, always check the tide times first, because there could be thousands of people trying to access a very small part of the beach. One of the main benefits here is that there is first aid, things like that all available, refreshments are available, toilets are available. Just bear in mind with the toilets, there will be lots of people trying to use them. One of the air shows when I was here, the queue was about 100 long, so just keep that in mind. If you need to go, plan it early, because you could be waiting a very long time to get into the toilet. One of the other benefits of being here is they set up loudspeakers, so you can actually hear what's going on inside the cockpits of the Red Arrows, which is really cool. So this is Paignton Beach and will be the most popular place to watch the air show, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's the best place. So we've now arrived at Preston in Paignton. This is just along from Paignton Pier where we were just now. You've got Torquay over there. If I pan it this way, you've got Paignton Pier over there, and all the beach huts along here. This is a popular place to watch the air show, because as you can see you've still got an absolutely perfect view of it. Slightly less crowds here, it will still be really busy. There are some toilets just down there. Again, just bear in mind it's going to be very busy. There could be 40-50 people or more waiting to use the loo, so don't leave it last minute. There is a little cafe down there as well if you want to get something to eat. But what a lovely spot to watch the air show. The only thing with Preston is it gets really smelly. Rotten seaweed, rotten vegetation down there, so that's something to definitely keep in mind, because yeah, it can really hum here. Parking is an absolute pain. Just also bear in mind, as you can see, there's not much beach there. Always keep that in mind when you're planning your journey here. So again, as an example, this year high tide is as the air show starts, so there is going to be very little beach and hundreds, possibly thousands of people all trying to get space on the little that's there. So if you're planning a day on the beach, just keep that in mind. But what a lovely spot to watch the air show from. Absolutely stunning. And we've now come up a bit from Preston Beach, and we're now at the top of Preston, and this is part of the Occombe Valley Trail. If you want to avoid the crowds at Paignton Sea Front, this is a really good option. It won't be as busy as down there. They'll still have people here, but it won't be anywhere near as busy. There's lots and lots of space for lots of people to just sit down, chill out, relax and watch the air show. There's obviously no toilets or cafes or anything else up here, and also just bear in mind that parking once again is going to be really difficult here, but if you can find a space, this is a good spot. So my final destination isn't even in Paignton, it's in Torquay, and we're standing on the Corbyn Head Cliffs, which is just by Torquay train station and the Grand Hotel over there. So you have Torquay just there. You got lots of standing space there, lots and lots of standing space here. I'm not sure the toilets are still open. There is a portaloo there though. That might be there when the air show's here. So the benefit of here is you're a bit further away from the noise and the crowds. This Corbyn Head does still get quite busy, so just bear that in mind. Parking, usual nightmare. You've got the train station just behind me. That's probably your best bet. What's great about here is, as I say, you're a bit further away. The red arrows do passes overhead here, so that makes it quite exciting. It's just a bit less noise. If you've got kids that aren't that keen on all of that, the crowds and the noise, this is a better spot to be. So you can still expect 100 or so people up here, but it's big enough to hold that amount of people. So this is it. My final destination for the English Riviera Airshow, Corbyn Head Cliffs in Torquay. Right, let's go get my filthy bike washed.